Hey, 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 it's your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. No, really, say that thing out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. Did you get your copy of It Takes One to Know One Workbook of Journal? People Pusher and Remember Me? What are you waiting for? Go over to pusherlife.org. Get your copy today. And while you are over there, take the pledge, healing 1 million people, one person at a time. And if you read the bio, if you was here last week, you know I told y'all to tap in, start reading what's in the link because there is a message. Everything serves a purpose. But lucky for you, for those of us that did not read it, I'm going to read it for you, but not right now. I just have a few announcements. And before you think nobody is coming up just yet. So just hold on. I have a few announcements. Sometimes we just have to take a minute and slow down. We've been going and rocking and rolling. Emotions has been expressed, shared, put into perspective. And that takes great work. And sometimes we just need to calm down, regroup, and then go back at it. And so today, that is what we're going to do. We're going to regroup. I really don't know how today is going to go, but it is going to go. Um, so here's the announcement. I put in the chat if you have something that is coming up within the next 2 months and you would like for me to share it, then I'm gonna need you on this evening. I will not be doing this all the time, but I have to talk the talk and walk the walk as well. And as a community of pushers, excuse me, one of the ideas is to share. You know how I feel about sharing. We do not gatekeep information. We share it. Why? Because if it's conducive for my growth and development, I assure you it's conducive to someone else's growth and development. And that's why we share information. So on tonight, if you have something coming up, if you have tickets, you selling tickets. Uh-oh, we got a winner. I'm giving out stuff on today. We have a winner without even saying it. I was waiting for someone to put in the chat forward ever, backwards never. And it just so happens to be shout out to Sade Smith for being the first one to repeat it after me. Forward ever, backwards never. Remember, we have many ways to communicate, and you and I, we communicate through the chat. And sometimes we are brave enough and we come forward and we share our voice. But shout outs, can we celebrate Sade for winning? Um, I am giving away a ticket to the Virtuous Woman experience. Well, not giving away, but giving it away to you. You don't have to pay. So let me know if you are available. The Virtuous Woman experience is on October the 11th at 1 p.m. So Sade, if you are available on that day, and you would like to receive your ticket, let me know. It is on October the 11th and it starts at 1 p.m. For us, it starts at 12. When we start on time, we can end on time, baby. That's how it's going. So shout outs to Sade. Yeah. So just let me know. You have my number. Let me know if you are available on that day. And let me know now because if you are not available on that day, I will give the ticket to someone else who is available. Yes, please. Thank you. She don't want me to give her ticket away. So yes, shout out. Sade got the first ticket on tonight. I'm giving a few things away, people. So as long as you are participating, I will give some things out. Um What's Up Baltimore Conversations with Joy B. She has an event January the 31st. And I don't, it will be the second Woman Summit, January the 31st, the last day of the new year, the new month, the second Woman Summit. And so if you are interested, I will definitely plug you in to that information. Shout out to me. I will be on September the 28th. I will be at 4 p.m. I will be at the alt the how is it called? What is it called? The Cultural Art Center. I will be a part of a HBO pilot for a talk show. I have been selected and invited to be a guest. So I will be interviewed doing this pilot. So I am excited about that. We are doing big things in the city of Baltimore. Look at that. Also on the 28th, we have one of our dear, our one of the mothers for some of us. Shout outs to Lady Eliza. She has an event coming up on that same day, September the 28th. So wherever you are, whatever side of town you are at, we have something for you. So we are without excuse in the city of Baltimore. We got a lot going on. So I want to pull up information that I have because I want to tell you, I want to give you the correct information. I know in the words of Queen Shelley Rock, Mo to the Joe does a great job with sharing information. She posts, reposts, she shares. Let me turn my volume down because I'm going on her page because she posts everybody's stuff. Everybody's stuff. She posts and reposts. And so I want to definitely give the correct information. I found it, people. I'm all on her page. Somebody tell her I am scrolling on her page because I had to find it. So at 1505 East Utah Place, from 2 to 5, September the 28th, they will be, who is the host? Calvin Croxton is the host, and the guest speaker is all the way from Dallas, Texas, Miss Kawana Prince. Shout outs to Global Butterfly Effect. Yes, we are loving it. We are doing big things out here. And so if you want more information on these events, I'm telling you to text me so that I can send you this information. If you have a Facebook page, an IG account, and you are on there and you are scrolling like me, um, just give a shout out, make say a comment, let them know that you know you're gonna get your ticket, you'll be there. That is how we support one another. We're not competing, we just doing the work. And so, whatever side of the town you are residing in, there is something for you. So, again, that event is also September the 28th from 2 to 5. It will be at 1505 East Utah Place. I will send you the flyer if you are interested. I will personally send it to you. Let me come out her page, but she catch me scrolling. Can you tell when somebody on your page? Okay, so now I'm going to take the time. Oh, thanks, Brandy. Brandy says Pusher will also be ministering at the Virtuous Woman Experience on October the 11th. Yes, I will. I will be sharing my gift, so I will be ministering in dance. I do not perform. I am not a performer. I am not an entertainer. I am about my father's business. So I will be ministering prophetically through dance. Um, yeah, so if you have a song in mind, anybody in the chat on tonight, if you have a song comes to your heart in this hour, let me know. I am a prophetic mover, so I all I have to do is listen to the words, meditate, and then I'm just, Lord, you got my body and allow it to move. I am a prophetic dancer. Um, So I have one more announcement, and if you remember, and if you have an event coming up and you want me to share it on this evening, this is the evening to do it. I will not be doing this all the time, but again, we do not gatekeep information. So I want to take the time out to give you the proper information, no matter where you are in the city of Baltimore. There is something going on that is conducive to your growth and development. Again, I want to shout out Global Butterfly Effect, who has another author, Regina Jones. Shout out to Regina Jones. Excuse me. She has a new publication out called Under Pressure. Dang, I would like to talk about that. Under pressure. Who feel like they've been under a lot of pressure? I read a little bit um of her about her in this book, and I'm just going to read a little bit about who she is, not necessarily about her book. It's called Under Pressure, people. It speaks for itself. I am intrigued. But just to give you an idea of who she is, I want to read a little bit about her. So again, shout out to Global Butterfly Effects, offering reading you can feel. Presenting another one. All right, DJ Khaled. And another one. Okay. Regina Jones is the visionary founder and CEO of You Are Unique Race. Ooh, an organization dedicated to positively impacting society by spreading joy and inspiration. With her expertise in custom gear design, she crafts unique messages tailored to each individual, ensuring that no two people wear the same message unless they choose to. I like that. As a passionate motivational speaker and a first time author, Jones is celebrated for her sincere and authentic writing style. A devoted youth motivator and family advocate, she is on a mission to spread love and positivity in all that she does. Regina lives in Texas and advocates for healthy families, working closely with children of all ages. Again, can we just celebrate Miss Regina Jones for publishing her first publication? Can we just shout her out and celebrate her? We love it here when we are accomplishing some things. We love it. 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 I see you in the chat. Um, What's up, Baltimore Conversations with Joy B? She says, daughter, don't forget that you are a featured speaker. Yes, I will definitely be in the building at the Women's Summit. Yes, yes, the pusher will be pushing somebody. And so, yes, can we just celebrate each other for all the accomplishments, all the things that we are doing and bringing to our community? Can we just take a moment and celebrate that? Put a I shout outs to Sade. I see she didn't put the clapping hands and all of that. I ain't get that. Okay, okay, okay. We got the what is that called? This the celebration confetti. I like that. Yes, we are excited about what everyone is doing We appreciate your work. We appreciate your creativity. We appreciate your sacrifice. We know, some of us know firsthand that it isn't easy organizing. It isn't easy bringing people together. It isn't easy promoting. It isn't easy trying to get money from people. It's just not easy, but yet we still get it done. And out of everyone that has an event that's coming up, whether you are the visionary or someone who has taken hold of the vision and ran with it, or you are taking part as a soldier to get it done, to make sure that that vision is manifested. I salute you. I appreciate you because I know that it is never easy, not at all. And so, did I miss anything? I hope I didn't. I hope I got everybody's information out there, the endeavors that you are committed to. I pray that I was clear in my communication and sharing the information. If not, just let me know. If you missed it, let me know, and I will make sure that you get the information. Again, sometimes we gotta be the bridge. Sometimes we gotta be the resources for other people to find out. We cannot assume that everybody's on social media. We cannot assume that everyone is a scroller. We can't assume that, and so just by just posting it, sometimes that is not enough. And so in your network, in your body of in your circle of people, share the information, invite people to come out, especially these next couple events that is coming out between now and October. Let's share the information. And even if you yourself cannot attend, sponsor someone, invite someone and get their ticket, or if you have to do registrations, do that for them. Again, if you know, if you know the answer, why not give it away? All right. If you got the information. Um, Miss Joy B wants to know what time. What time for which event? Which event you want to know what time? October the 11th event is at 1 p.m. If that is the one that you are talking about. Because that's the last one that I spoke of. Anywho, okay, people. So today is today, this evening. Let's chat. Let's talk. I do have something in mind, but I first want to hear from you. Do you have any questions? We've been at this talking about forgiveness, talking about reconciliation. We've been doing some work. And so I just want to take this time. If you have a question, if you had a question and you felt like it was unanswered, if you need clarity, let me know. Now is the time for us to just take a step back, breathe a little bit, and ask our questions. This is our one-on-one time because after today, we back in full throttle. You only probably get one time out of a month from me to just be stuck with me. Um, but I enjoy it nonetheless. And shout outs to Aunt Etta, shout outs to my mother, Cynthia Brown, who was the first one who let her presence be known before. It was like six something, not even close to. So I enjoy when I have the capacity chatting with the chat before the show starts. I definitely appreciate that. So thank you all for obliging me before we got started. I like chatting with you all because during, the sessions, I really can't be as attentive as I want to be to everybody. I definitely have to prioritize. So shout out to y'all for showing up early and chatting with me before we got started. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm doing it all tonight, people. Hold up. Shout outs to me. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all know, y'all see I done upgraded, got me a little, some noise. I got me a little microphone. What y'all feel about that? As I grow, you grow. As I learn, you learn. Because I give the information away and I want you to see the progress. I want you to see every time you show up, it just gives me the motivation that I need to keep going and continue to invest in what we are doing. And you don't always see um, the vision come alive right away. It's a process. So I definitely become excited and overwhelmed, especially when I can grow and show that growth. We've been doing this for a minute now. At least it seems like it. No, it don't. It seemed like it was just yesterday when we started. But anywho, what's your questions? What do you want to ask the pusher? What do you want the pusher to talk about? Because I do have something to say, but the floor right now is yours. And here's one better. If you have something pressing on your heart, even now, let me know and I will bring you up with me. We doing it all because this is about you on this evening. So I only see um topics pertaining to what, Tyra? Topics pertaining to what? Tonight or the other events that's coming up? Just in general. Well, we healing out loud. We still healing out loud. That's what the topic is. We still healing out loud. Like in the future. So are you okay, now you in my business. So I'm not even going to delay. So on this morning, I actually was searching because I was going to talk a little bit about forgiveness and dig a little deep in that. But then I found myself composing a creative writing to the woman I want to become. See, Tyra, we on the same frequency. The future. We oftentimes talk to our past self, our 13-year-old self, our 16, 18, depending on your age. We oftentimes talk to that person, but we never really talk to the person we want to become. It sounds crazy, right? Yes, shout outs to Mrs. Prince. Don't forget to like and share. And so I am going to read what was composed this morning. Shout outs to Tyra for pushing the pusher. So without delay, I am going to read, and if you need me to slow down, just tell me to slow down. But this is the challenge for us today. To the woman I am becoming, to the woman I am becoming, for the pusher in me 5 years from today. Again, to the woman I'm becoming, for the pusher in me 5 years from today, this moment at 6:54. Inspired by the mission of the pusher community. See, I thought about you all this morning. I think about it. Yes, Tyra, always team us. Here we go. Have you felt it yet? The freedom that comes when purpose becomes your pace. I didn't say time. I didn't say struggle. I said pace. When your purpose become your pace. And healing is no longer a secret, but a sacred ceremony. I write this from the season of rising, where wounds are still fresh, but no longer define us, where we gather in circles, not to compare, but to crown each other. Come on, Tyra, you pushing me. I feel you. The mission they planted in us to push him or her forward, to remind him or her she's not alone, to be a bridge from pain to power. It's alive in me. Is it still alive in you? Do you still carry your name? Not just yours, but every sister, every man who brother who once whispered, I can't, until we showed him or her they could. We said we would birth more than just dreams. We would birth legacy. And not the kind the world writes, but the kind that's etched in healed hearts and bold footsteps. Back here, we are becoming soft and unshaken, called and committed, rooted and reaching. Are you leading with light now? Did you honor the calling even when your voice trembled? Did you choose impact over image? Did you build tables where sisters and brothers could eat, lead, and rise together? Because this is the pusher promise, to push the individual within past every lie he or she was told into every truth he or she was born to carry. So if the journey still feels long, then good. It means we're still evolving. And if you've arrived somewhere brighter, don't forget to reach back. The mission never ends, but neither does the power of a woman or a man reborn in purpose, in purpose and in power. Forward ever, backwards never. The you who chose to begin. This was written today, September the 24th, 2025. If you would like to reread this, you can go in the link. It is in the link. You can actually take the pledge to healing 1 million people, one person at a time. The link is in the description. So go in it if you haven't yet to take the pledge. You can do that even right now. And so we can go many places. I wrote this again. Thank you, Tyra, for pushing me. Thank you for confirming. And thank you for affirming that this was the right direction, the right place I needed to be in. Not just for myself, but for us. Um, Miss Joy B says, I love that. Reach back. Yes, reach back. Yes. Yes. Sometimes we become complacent. We become comfortable. And it's during those times where how can you reach back if you are at a place where you are comfortable, where you are at a place where you are content with where you are and what you are doing? We always have to look for reasons to be better. We have to always look for reasons to laugh. We always have to look for reasons to be grateful. We always, which means every day we are evolving, every day we are growing. So never get to a place where you forget, one, where you came from, and two, that it's still people there. I talked about Harriet Tubman last week. If Harriet Tubman can do it, why we can't? And we don't even have to put in the same kind of work that she had to put in, where it was physically demanding on her body, not just psychologically. not just emotionally and spiritually, but physically. I oftentimes wish that I can just go back in time and just see a little bit of how they did it, how they went through it, because we're nowhere near going through what they had to go through, the way they had to go through it. Brandy says we need to be intentional to progress. Yes, we do. And matter of fact, we need to be intentional in everything that we do, that we say, that we think, that we believe. We definitely need to be intentional because when you are intentional, that's how you move. That's where the movement, that's how a movement is birthed. When you are moving with intention. I like that, Brandy. I do. I do. I do. We got the reach back and we got intentionally moving. Examine your intentions for why we do what we do. So, what do you think about that? Do I need to go back? Do I need to unpack anything? Let me know in the chat how you what you think about the idea of talking to your future self. We talk to our past self all the time. How what do you think about talking to your future self intentionally, in the words of Brandy, being intentional about doing it? What do y'all feel? Not what y'all feel. What do y'all think about that? And while y'all get that gathered, I'm gonna get this together so that yes, Brandy, we are free to do so. Yes, we are. Indeed, Brandy, we are. We are. We are without excuse. And it gets on my everlasting nerves. I get on my own nerves. The moment I start complaining or acting like I don't know no better or I don't have a clue, I get on my own nerves because I know that the people from our past, the ancestors that we stand, our past and leaders, even present leaders, the work people like literally sacrifice themselves in real life so that we can be where we are today, collectively, individually and collectively. We are without excuse. I put my glasses back on so I can see what y'all saying. I love teaching back and then forward because nothing that we've been through or will go through is wasted. Yes, 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 yes. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing that you go. Shout out. Let me give you a clap for that. Yes, absolutely nothing. No tear, no sweat, nothing will go unwasted unless you waste it. Yes, better late than never. Good evening, everyone. Hello to you. Who, me? I think I ain't going, girl. It's probably sweat. I do got the fan door. I don't know. Let me stop goofing off. But anyway, I think that is important. So let me know what you all think. Yes. Conversations with Joy B. Yes. Yes, mother. That is the truth. Nothing goes unwasted that we go through in life unless we waste it. And only you can determine that. Only you can determine how far you go or if you don't go at all. Only you determine that. All right, I'm checking the likes. I only got 9 likes, and there's a lot of people watching. I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button for me. And yes, you are the big over. Yes, Miss Joyce. All our experience build character and growth. Yes, our experience definitely builds character and growth. So let me tell you the motivation behind me talking. Again, this morning I was in still in forgiveness, and it's a part of the process too of forgiveness, reconciliation. It's still a part of the process, but sometimes you have to know when to shift in your conversation. And remember, it goes back to what I once shared. Choose the side of the conversation that you want to be on. So even within my own healing journey and my own process, I still have to choose what side of the conversation I want to be on. And I guess for me this morning, I was just choosing different. I was choosing to empower the woman that I want to become. I was choosing that. And because I was choosing to empower the woman that I want to become, that I am growing into, that I am moving towards, that I am speaking into existence, I decided to compose this creative writing um, for myself to myself. Why? Because it doesn't have to always be said. It doesn't always have to hurt. Um, Growth, yes, doesn't always feel good, especially when you have to pull from the root, especially when you have to create the 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 flower bed. It ain't pretty, but growth, as you are growing and as you are being nurtured, as you are taking your rightful place internally and putting things in perspective, baby, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful sight to see. And when you begin to recite, I'm fearfully, wonderfully made, you ain't saying that to force yourself to believe it. You saying it because you know what you know, that you know that you know. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, not because somebody told you, but you got that thing in your spirit. You got that thing in your heart. Why? Because we moving past what once was to what now is. If you didn't catch that right now, I tell you, I promise you, if you just think about it, you'll get it tomorrow. But I assure you, like Brandy said, if you are intentional within your decision making, if you are intentional about what it is that you want to do and where you want to go, I am telling you, the sky is the limit. Speak to those things that are not as though they were. And so this morning, I chose to speak to my who I want to be 5 years from today. I want to be able. I Right now the table is being created. But someday, one day, there will be multiple of people, men and women, sitting at that table. We will be building, we will be creating think tanks of how to continue to progress within our communities, how to continue to build within our communities, how to continue to heal. What can we do? What can we offer? Those are the kind of conversations while we are eating and fellowshipping. Why? Because I don't know if you are somebody like me, but I like some home cooked meal. I don't like to keep spending money and going out. I like some cooked meal. And so that is the desire. That is the desire. And because that is desire, that is what we are working towards. And as a community, my desire is that we communicate and that we share and that we continue to grow and learn together. Why? Because if my crown needs adjustment, I need you to either check me, adjust your crown, boo, or I might need you to adjust it for me every now and then. That is we celebrate one another because we are so used to being a part of the conversation that doesn't edify, that doesn't celebrate. But I want to be a part of the conversation that does bring motivation. It does provoke thought. It does create momentum. It does create a level of excitement for oneself first. Remember, when I step in the room, I show up for me first. I do the work on me first so that when I open my mouth, I am coming correct. So understand, before I go anywhere, before I do anything, I make sure that I am gathered. I'm using Brandy word again. I am intentional within my movement. Why? Because I know that every word that proceeds out of my mouth, my presence. Because remember, we don't just speak, we have nonverbal communication. And so I have to be mindful. Everyone knows it's no secret. I am not a natural smiler. Hello. But some tells me I have a beautiful smile. Why not do it often? So I've been smiling a little bit more. Why? Because I want to be a little bit more inviting. I don't want to turn people away because of their um, perception of me, because of what I am presenting. And so, in some environments, I will smile, I will chuckle, I will giggle just a little, just enough for you to know that it's okay to have a conversation with me. It's okay to speak. I am not going to bite your head off. But because I know that this is the perception that people had, I wanted to work on that for me. And so we're talking about my future self and who I want to be. I don't want it to always be a struggle. I don't always want it to have to remind myself to smile. I want to naturally do it. And so, in order for me to get to that place, I got to go through the process and keep reminding myself. And eventually, like all other things, it will become less and less and less. And then I just will be naturally smiling. That's how it works. You got to be willing to go through the process. See, I'm intentional, Brandy, about my process, what I want and why I want it. Got to do that work. Okay, people. Where's your questions? Do you have any questions today for your girl? We are winding down. If not, I will remind everybody what I shared earlier about all the endeavors that is taking place in the city of Baltimore. Definitely. I'm trying to wait to see because I know that there is a delay. It doesn't always pop up. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the likes. All right, let me shout y'all out real quick. Oh, I shouted y'all out. Y'all quiet tonight. I'm glad I ain't put that chat up on the thing on the screen because y'all is quiet. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Hey, Miss Williams, how are you? I see you in the building. Hey. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm going to touch on one thing before we close out. One thing. I gotta put my glasses back on so I can read. So you all know that we are doing a series on forgiveness and reconciliation. So we definitely are continuing that. That today we were just taking a little breather, just chatting, chopping it up, putting some information out there, sharing. Again, if you have something that is coming up on between now and October, let me know right now so that I can share it publicly. Just put it in the chat. If I did not read over yours, if I did not share it, remind me now. And I am going to share it again on this evening. Um, I will not always be offering this. So I'm sorry, somebody just texted me and I'm a read this. It says I don't know if text me because I know you watching. Text me to let me know that it's okay to share this. Miss Prince said had to step away, but I wanted to say that the 5-year letter is an amazing idea. We should try doing it monthly to start. Can you imagine what we could accomplish if we prophesied to ourselves? Come on. You is talking good. You is talking good. You is talking good. Yes, yes, yes. Can you imagine what we could accomplish if we prophesied to ourselves? Can you imagine that? OMG. That is the homework on tonight, people. See what you get when you stuck with me? That is the homework. That is the challenge for us that is on here on this evening. Write a letter to your future self. 5 year, your 5 year from 5 years from September the 24th, September the 24th, 2025. So that means by September the 24th, 2030, what you are going to speak to yourself, we're going to see that within these next 5 years. So that is the challenge. That is the challenge. That is the challenge. Write a letter to your future self. And if you need to go back in the description for today and read it, meditate on it, and then write your letter to your future self. Thank you, Mrs. Prince, for that. Here is the text that I just received that I am going to read with her permission. This is another mother. Excuse me, I'm vouching. I'm so rude. My bad. Um, this is another mother, another spiritual mother who we esteem. She says, when my husband died, I had just got a new job as a counselor in a prison. My friend told me to keep my smile. My clients would need it. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That's powerful, right? Let me read that again just in case you missed it, because we be missing stuff. I don't want you to wait till tomorrow. I want you to get this. She said, when my husband died, I had just got a new job as a counselor in a prison. My friend told me to keep my smile. My clients would need it. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Come on now. If that don't make your heart happy, come on now. Come on. Come on. That is exciting. So that lets me know that her smile wasn't, it was for her, but it was for somebody else that was in a place that she was going into that probably feel like there's no reason to smile. Come on now. That is powerful. Thank you for that. And so, girl, let me give you a little clap. Yes, yes. I love it. 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 And so, yes, that is the challenge. That's the challenge. Can we do that? Is that all right? Can we do that? Can we write a letter? And if you are bold, I'll have a few of y'all come on next week to share what you have written. So that is the assignment. If you can email me or text me that you have written your letter and you want to share it um, to everyone, then we are going to do that. I am going to make room for you, but you have to do it um, before Sunday. You have to do it before Sunday only because I have to be prepared. And I want you to be prepared to come on Wednesday. Uh-oh. I got two people. Mrs. Prince said, I'm in the challenge. Shout out to Miss Rosetta who shared that testimony. We in the challenge. So I wrote mine, so mines don't count. Mines don't count. And if you yourself don't want to read it publicly and you would like for someone else, you can tag somebody else in this community. That is what we do to support one another. Because this is not for everybody, and I don't want anyone to feel pressured. It's not for everyone, but only if you want to freely share your information. Um, Make sure that you let me know by Sunday. I have two people so far. It does not matter. We all gonna be chopping it up together at one time next week. He says when two or more are gathered together, he is in the midst. So, honey, if nobody else responds, it is well with my soul. Um, so yes, so now we know community what we got going on. We know the challenge, and we know that we will be revisiting this challenge on next Wednesday at 6:30, same time, same place. I thank you all for obliging me. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. It's just I did not want it to be so heavy. It's always heavy. Well, for me anyway. And so really I am the one who is taking care of herself. I wanted it to be a little light on this evening. You got to know when you have to slow down, and it takes a lot when you are pouring out, when you are, especially in this ministry of reconciliation and the journey and forgiveness. It's not easy. It is very challenging, and you have to be self-aware. You have to be aware of how your body is responding. You have to be aware of your emotions. You have to be aware um of your thoughts, because you can consume that information and not know it. That's why praying without ceasing is very important, because when you are in constant commune with the Father, that means you're not carrying that burden. You are releasing it to Him. But sometimes we need to be reminded because we are human. And so that is one of these moments. So I thank you all for the challenge, accepting the challenge. And those of you, you still got time as long as you holler at me before Sunday. I will get you gathered. I will get the information that I need from you. And we will go from there. Yes, I am excited. I'm excited. I shout outs to Tyra who pushed it because I was going to ignore it, but shout outs to Tyra and shout outs to everybody who listened and who had a response and who has, and shout outs to Mrs. Prince for her wisdom, because it prompted me to create this as a challenge. Another challenge. We just keep getting challenged. So again, if you have taken the pledge already, check your email. If you already haven't. Um All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I am going back to the beginning to give y'all this information. So what do we have coming up on September the 28th? I will be at the Culture Art Center. Doors open at 4. Downtown Culture Art Center, 401 North Howard Street, Baltimore, Maryland. It will be a talk show. It's coming to Baltimore, so it will be a HBO pilot taping of What's Up Baltimore, and yours truly will be one of the first guests. How that tone said challenge in his Cosby Show voice. Yes, did you miss the challenge? So then we have the Virtuous Woman Experience that is on October the 11th. If you still need tickets for that, let me know. I will send you the flyer. And again, I will be ministering through dance during this event. So let me know if you are interested. I gotta go back on Mo page. Don't y'all tell her I've been scrolling on her page tonight. Um, don't y'all tell her that either. Cause I know when she on, cause when she on, she be in the chat. So I'm on her page to look for the flyer. Again on September the 28th. If you don't live close to the downtown culture art center, if you don't live close to that and you live close to the Utah area, we have something for you too. So on September the 28th from 2 to 5 at 1505 East Utah Place, there we hosted by Kelvin Croxton. Guest speaker will be Kawana Prince out of Dallas, Texas. Shout out again to Global Butterfly Effect. Yes, yes, yes. Who will be talking about? Let me see if I can see this. So I'm going to read this only because I want to give content with it. Um, oh shoot. So it says this collaborative was derived from the idea of creating a platform for African American authors in Baltimore to grow and thrive together by supporting each other's efforts to share their work, utilizing the seven principles of Kwanzaa. I love it, particularly those of collective work and responsibility and cooperative economics. If you know anything about me, you know that collective work and responsibility is one of my favorite principles. Collective work um, and responsibility. Every third Friday, um, hosted at 901 North Milton Avenue every third Friday at the Pivot Building. Reimagining Black Love event on October the 17th. And so, if you want to learn, if you want to grow as it relates to being in healthy relationships, if you want to hear from experts, and if you want to take part in, I don't want to give everything away, but it definitely will have some fun in it. But if you want to be a part of this experience, it will be October the 17th, third Friday, third Fridays, reimagining Black Love event. We need that. I'm telling you, we are doing it in the city of Baltimore. And again, I believe I want to shout out before we close out. Global Butterfly Effects is on it. Is on it. We got another one. Hold up. So again, shout outs to Miss Regina Jones, who just published her first publication called Under Pressure. And I read a little bit about who she is. So we understand that she is doing great work. At the bottom, it says Black Love, White Hate, the Color of Water. Under Pressure. I love it. Can y'all see that? The cover of the book? It's exciting. It's exciting to me. We are doing great things in the city of Baltimore, and I am floored. I am floored. So again, yes, Global Butterfly Effect is doing it. And so shout out again to Miss Kawana Prince for sharing her gift, for sharing her creativity, for putting people on. Um, just a lot giving making space for people to be creative in their writing and sharing their voice through their writing. We thank you for creating that kind of space where reading that you can feel. We definitely appreciate it. How Def Tone, what time on Friday does the event start? What time does the event start on the third Friday, October the 17th? What does that it starts at 7 p.m. We'll have it live in 24 hours. So okay, we will be streaming this live within 24 hours. So at October the 17th, there will be flyers put up. I will make sure that who is interested in all these different events, Even in the book, you can go to Global Butterfly Effects Community .com, and you could find Under Pressure. I believe you can also go on pusherlife.org. I think. Oh, the link to get the tickets will be live in 24 hours. Got you. You know, we need a paper trail. So yes, 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 yes. So within 24 hours, there will be a link to get your tickets. If you're interested, I will make sure that you get that link. Um, but go over to IG. You can follow High Def Tone. He posts all his information. And so if you don't follow him, today is today to because that too. Um, we want to be able to do that too. Send each other to one another's platforms. If you have not already checked out his YouTube page, he be dropping jewels. And so I definitely want you to check out his YouTube page as well, High Def Tone. Okay, people, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Again, if you need this information, just text me and I'll make sure that you get it in a timely fashion. Again, I appreciate you. The challenge is write a letter to your future self. So today is September the 24th, 2025. So by September the 24th, 2030, who is the individual you want to be? The challenge is write a letter to your future self. We got to learn to take control of our power and authority and understand that you can prophesy, you can speak over your own life. And so, just as skillful and crafty as we are to compose these letters to our younger self, let's compose some thoughts to our future selves. No problem. Have that tone. I got you. I got you. I got you. No doubt. And so, if you are interested in doing this challenge and sharing this challenge on next week, please by Sunday get to me so that I can get us gathered and prepared for Wednesday to share out. I appreciate y'all. We started on time, so we ended on time. I love you, and it's nothing. I mean, nothing, absolutely nothing you could do about
It is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Say it out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. No, really say that thing out loud. Forward ever, backwards never. Have you gotten your copy of It Takes One to Know One workbook and journal and people pusher? No, then travel over to pusherlife.org, go to the author's page, and you will find It Takes One to Know One and People Pusher. Come tap in.